Yo, T-Dub, man. What's good with it?
Good, bro. Good, bro. Feeling good.
Another, another day, man. Another day. Last time we was on here, man, we was talking about, we was looking at like a second round preview. We went 3 out of 4. Um, the only wrong pick we had was picking the Pistons.
Detroit.
Yeah, like Detroit, they played excellent game 6, game 7. It was a blowout. It was bad. It was terrible.
They shouldn't have lost game
But
five.
today, though, I want to talk about the New York Knicks, man. Yeah, I kind of just want to give you like a little history about the starting five, man. And this is genuinely a team that nobody believed in, and I really do mean that piece by piece, bro. So we'll start at the top with Jalen Brunson, right? I don't know if you remember or not. When Brunson was with the Mavericks, obviously it was the Lucas show. Lucas one of the best players in the league. Been that way for years now. But there started being signs. So there was a game in the playoffs. I think they was playing the Jazz when Luca was out, and Brunson had like 40 plus points, and it was like, yo, like what is this? Like everybody was like, oh, like no Luca, Jazz finna run him over, and Jalen Brunson was like, hey, I got this. You know what I'm saying? And then he followed that up with another good game. Mavericks ended up winning that series. It was like, all right, like what was that? Like, did we got something here with Brunson? And then a little bit after that, the Brunson camp was willing to accept a 4 year, $55 million deal from the Mavericks. And the Mavericks was like, like, that's a little steep for Jalen Brunson. Now, mind you, he was, obviously that Luka Doncic, so they don't really need another scoring point guard. But at that time, he was kind of like a good compliment to Luka because when they played together, he was cool being off the ball, spacing the floor, being like a secondary playmaker. And then when Luka could go to the bench, he's like, okay, I can get my own shots, whatever. And you know,
Kyrie
they could
Irving.
have Jalen Brunson at $55 million. Now, Jalen Brunson is free agency, and I remember it was kind of between the Knicks, the Mavericks a little bit. The Mavericks was more so like, hey, like, go get that deal for somebody else, and like, if we liking it, we'll match it, whatever. And I think the Pacers was in the mix for Jalen Brunson. And it was weird because ESPN, all these other sports media shows was like, yo, like, it's the Jalen Brunson sweepstakes, but it was only 2 teams in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody had cap space for a point guard, but it's crazy that the Mavericks, they drafted this guy second round. He's a 2 time national champion at Villanova. He beat our Hills, unfortunately. And they kind of just let bro walk. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart. Josh Hart, he starts his career with the Lakers. He's a great utility guy, great rotational piece. They trade him part of Anthony Davis trade. He goes to New Orleans. He plays well. He's playing a little 2 guard, a little 3, a little small ball 4. But they kind of just like we don't really know what we have here because it's the Pelicans. They just lack competence in terms of team building. They let bro go. He gets traded to the Knicks. Mikal Bridges, great 3-D wing at Phoenix, goes to Brooklyn, gets traded to Brooklyn, and this man's averaging like 12, 13 3-point attempts a game. One of the league leaders in three. It's just a shot taker, bro. Like Mikal Bridges, there was not a shot he did not like. When every shot he took, he was like, "Hey, that's going in Brooklyn, bro." Averaging like like low to mid 20s a game in Brooklyn. He gets traded to the Knicks for like 5 draft picks. We're looking at that deal. That's crazy. Everybody's killing this deal. This dude not even an all-star, bro. Nobody believed in him. Nobody believed in him. OG Anunoby, he played for the Raptors. Raptors was like, hey, like we're hiring this guy, but we're not high enough on OG Anunoby. We're willing to like re-sign him for this super big deal because is he worth it? Yeah, but on the flip side, OG Anunoby can't stay healthy, and it's like, yo, like we already got Pascal Siakam, we they end up drafting Scotty Barnes. It's like we don't really know if like OG can we build with OG? Like, can we build around OG, or is he a guy you build with? And they were just like, you know what, OG Anunoby, we're seeing you in New York. Give us Beckham Manuel quickly, RJ Barrett. Karl Anthony Towns, number one pick in the NBA draft by the Timberwolves. Rookie of the year, All NBA guy, All Star, 25 per game, double double threat. He could shoot all around game. There was one point when it was unanimous that Karl Towns was the guy you want to build your franchise with. Anthony Edwards came in, he took his spot, partnered it, and he's been there ever since, man. And it was like, you know what? We got Edwards, we got Gobert, future Hall of Famer by the way, and we don't really need Towns, bro. Like we'd rather have Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. So the Knicks' entire starting five, none of them drafted by New York, bro. All of them got traded to New York. Nobody believed in them. T Dub, the New York Knicks are headed to the finals, and nobody believes in them except D Davis. I believe in New York. I want to see it do it for the city, man. Do it for the East. Do it for the Knicks, man. Blue and orange. Hey, T Dub, you got it, man. How you feel about the Knicks, man? Go New York. Go New York, bro.
Man, honestly, how I feel about the Knicks, I first of all, the story, especially the backstory, the details that you gave, it's kind of crazy, like how it all came to be and how it all came together, and the way that they finally got it to click. And then, like, you forgot to mention your favorite part. They fired your boy Tibbs, who injured you go D Rose, man, great basketball player, and he doubled down with the just wearing his players down when they make these deep playoff runs and everybody be injured at the end of the season. It's like, bro, we can't you can't win like that because you got to get these guys some rest. Because, like, they kept getting beat up, and this year when they healthy after they fired Tibbs, bro, they headed to the finals. No roster changes. I mean,
There's like the second winningest coach in Knicks history. They fired him, and they literally made the finals.
hey,
The literal next season, bro.
they knew what they had to do. They had to get him up out of there because he kept. I mean, he was just beating up the players. Like he just had a horrible rotational mindset. Like he didn't believe in rotations. He was just like, hey, like I need you to play 45 minutes, bro. Like and that's it. But it's crazy that they made it to the finals, man. It's cool that they made it to the finals. I mean, my God, if they win the finals. New York is going to be in flames because
It's gonna
like
be Gotham. It's gonna be
this is
Gotham.
it's not going to be safe, bro. I mean, they was talking about on Sports Center, ESPN, and stuff. They was like, if they win in New York, they hope it's in a Game 7 away because I mean, either way, New York is about to be trashed. If New York, if the Knicks win, it's going to be hell out there. Everybody need to get home. Matter of fact, if you live in New York and New York is about to win game like in the finals, but get home early. You not want to be in the streets unless you plan on riding and pushing people over yourself, bro. Get home quick. But I mean, they got a good chance with either team that make it. I mean, they got a way better chance against the Spurs, just matchup wise. But I mean, OKC they've been dealing with some injuries here and there, so they got a good chance. I mean, OKC matches up against the Knicks pretty well, but I mean, they're regardless of matchups and anything like that, the way that the Knicks are playing and the way that they have like figured it out, and like Jalen Brunson, the guy that I was killing for pounding the ball, like he's not even playing like that right now. Like you said, they won by 30 plus the other night against the Cavs. Nobody scored over 20. They're
Nobody scored
sharing
20,
the
bro.
they're sharing the rock. Like you said, there's never been done in NBA history. They're sharing the rock. They're moving it around. Jalen Brunson being a hell of a point guard, like actually, playing like it's everything's coming together at a nice time for them. And I mean, the time is now, and they're shooting lights out. Like, I mean, oh my God, the other night where I mean, Mikal Bridges, he was having a pretty quiet playoffs, but then him and OG Anunoby came in and combined for like 19 threes between the two of them, and it was just they just been on a tear ever since. I mean, I like their chances. I wasn't a believer. I wasn't a believer. Like David said at the beginning of the video, I was not a believer, bro. But I'm seeing the vision, man. I see it. I can see it happening. I can see New York winning the chip this year, man. Especially with OKC and the Spurs over there in a dog fight. They beating each other up, man. Them boys out there chilling. They rested. Everybody healthy. I mean, hey, they got a great chance. The time is now. That's how I
Yeah, I
feel.
feel like I had. I mean, you remember we was on here and I was saying how I had the Knicks making the finals, and
Yeah, way back.
there was two teams I was higher on than like a lot of people. It was the Knicks and the Raptors. I was like, hey, like people saying the Raptors not gonna make the playoffs. I was like, I feel like on paper the Raptors got a good squad, man. Granted, the Raptors didn't go far in the playoffs, but I mean, they took the team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals to 7 games. Now looking at it, it might be more of an indictment on Cleveland than Toronto, but hey, I mean, the Knicks, man, bro. Hey, you guys made me proud. Shout out to Knicks, man. I was just saying I was like their starting five was too talented not to make the finals if everybody was healthy, and they did. I mean, you got to think realistically, the team they had the most trouble with was the Hawks because they was just genuinely confused. They was like, yo, like, are they really running the offense through CJ McCollum? And then once it took two games that they actually like processed New York mind, they're like, yo, F these. I ain't gonna, my mom be watching this. I ain't gonna say anything crazy, but they were just like, we're not gonna let this guy who's having an All Star beat us. And then, hey, after that second game that the Hawks won by 1 point, hey, hey,
Long story short, it's
you
over.
remember? Hey, remember they was like, hey, we going back to the A. This is gonna be the most hype Atlanta Hawk game in like a decade. What they do to him, 50 ball in their own crib, man.
50,
How you down 50 and it's like 5 minutes left in the second quarter. We got Dyson
bro.
Daniels, who's one of the most calmest players in the league, getting ejected, bro. He
Yeah.
had tears in his eyes.
That man was not trying to be out there for that, man. He made a judgment call. He got in a fight on purpose. Hey, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Dave and I had a conversation about that game when it was happening in real time, and we were like, "No way they win by 50." You know, how most teams they take their foot off the gas. Like, yeah, they were up 50, but it was like, "No way they win by 50." If we check the score in the third quarter, okay, they're still up 50. You know, we're thinking at garbage time. All right, man, they gonna slow up. No, fourth quarter in, they still up 50. I'm like, oh my gosh. They literally never took their foot off the gas, bro. That I like that though. I like that. I don't like what teams be like, bro. Like, no, bro. Let's show these guys that they're not supposed to be in the gym with us. Like, I like F all the good stuff, man. The sportsmanship. It's sportsmanship. Okay, look, y'all in the we all grinded our whole lives to make it to the NBA. I don't owe you no sportsmanship.
I'm not gonna get long with it too, but we talked about when we did the semifinals preview for the Eastern Conference. I kind of went like a little tangent about how the Hawks play with their food. The Hawks got what they deserved, man. And go back 2 videos ago, watch that. But basically, the Hawks could have played the Cavs in the first round, but they played with their food. They caught New York, and then New York caught a body. Thought that's a terrible way for Atlanta to end their season. But the Knicks, they killed the Hawks in Game 6. They played Philly. Philly looked like world beaters. I had to listen to people hype up Tyrese Maxey. If you know me, you know how I feel about Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Paul George, VJ Escombe, it did not matter. The Knicks by 20 every game. The Knicks was on them. I was like, they literally swept this team. They were like world beaters against the Celtics. And then they played the second best team in the Eastern Conference, and it was a 4-0 sweep. Like Donovan Mitchell, man, this is also crazy too, T-Dub. Donovan Mitchell almost got traded to the Knicks before he got traded to the Cavs. And the Jazz didn't do the deal because they wanted an extra draft pick, and New York was like, no, like, we'll give you what we're going to give you. And then Utah was like, whatever, like, out of spite, they sent bro to Cleveland. Because, like, obviously, they knew Donovan Mitchell wanted to go to New York over Cleveland as well. And, damn, what could have been. But now on the flip side, too, if you trade those picks to get Donovan Mitchell, you probably can't get Mikal Bridges or Karl Towns. So,
Yeah.
looking back, it's a great move by the Knicks. But it's just crazy that Donovan Mitchell, the team you wanted to badly go back to New York, an area where your family's from, and then this how they do you. This how they do you, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, and then when they go to your crib in Cleveland, you get killed. How Donovan Mitchell have 30 and they lose by 30, bro? That's tough, man.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I
That is
mean,
tough.
Cleveland did New York their biggest favor on their way to the finals. They beat Detroit. I'm not saying that Detroit would have beat Cleveland or New York, but they wouldn't have got swept. It would have been a much more competitive series, just based off of the defense alone. I mean, but at the end of the day, man, I still think that the Knicks would have put Detroit away just simply because of how they're playing offense and Detroit's lack of like they just don't have anywhere to go with the ball outside of Cade, and it only took one game for him to just be off, and then that's the series. So, but Cleveland did New York their biggest favor, and then but they just been hooping. Ain't no other way around it. I mean, dang, like
I
this
mean,
is a
Mikal
great.
Bridges, we had a video. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. We had a video over a month ago, and Mikal Bridges was scoreless, and there was guys saying like, "Hey, Mikal Bridges about to be out in New York this summer. Like, he better not show his face in New York." Everybody talking about how they traded 5 picks for Mikal Bridges, and Mikal Bridges, he's low key like the second best offensive player right now. That is a crazy turnaround by Mikal Bridges, man. Because I mean, I was sick when he was scoreless. I was like, how are you scoreless?
Yeah, I was mad too because like I was like, bro, they gave up 5 first rounders for you, and you're playing like dog, and you're not even really locking up. How you supposed to be locking up on defense? You got you
He's getting
sitting
killed by
your,
old CJ McCollum.
bro. Like, come on, dog. Like you gotta give us something. but he turned it around, bro. Like it's all clicking. It's all clicking at the right time. I hope they don't cool off at an alarming rate in the finals, but they they because that'll be kind of underwhelming. Like if they get to the finals and then it's like, all right, they play OKC or the Spurs, but it's like they're shooting just takes a dive, and it's like, dang, like they got all the way here, and it's like, damn,
Like the Cavs.
yeah,
The Cavs' goal was made the conference finals. They made it, but they didn't show up. That
yeah, that's
was
pretty bad.
bad, man.
I thought the Cavs was gonna get swept. I had a conversation with a Cavs fan that I work with, and I was like, bro, I don't understand. Like,
Is bro from Cleveland?
yeah, he said he was from Cleveland. Yeah,
Okay, I'm about to say I've never met a Cavs
yeah,
fan.
yeah. He from Cleveland. He from Cleveland. That's the only yeah. Nah, I was shocked to hear he was a Cavs fan too, but he's from Cleveland. So
Damn, son, where did you find this? But yeah, man, go New York. Hey, Gotham, man. It's going to be Gotham in New York for real, man.
gonna be
So,
spooky. Them New York fans crazy. I've been seeing videos on my timeline. They ain't even won. I'm just like, my God, if they win for real. Hey, for one more thing, New York, y'all can go crazy all y'all want to, man. Stop saying F LeBron, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with y'all city, man.
except for everybody. It's hey, New York versus the world, man. New York versus the world. Hey, he's talking about it,
Hey,
man.
bro, I seen the video, bro. Dude was on it. He was like, F LeBron, F the Cavs. I was like, LeBron didn't even play for the Cavs anymore, bro. He was
He's
like,
been
New.
here like damn near 8 years, bro.
That's what I
Nine
was saying.
years,
Like, I
but
was like, I was
nine
like,
seasons.
I was like, isn't that Donovan Mitchell City now?
I will say though, this isn't truly New York related, but how you briefly mentioned the Pistons, I haven't confirmed this report, but like there was a report going around today, but not by anybody official. But it was like the Pistons are preparing to offer Jalen Duren the max contract, and I'm like, that would be brutal.
That's not a
That'd be a
good
crazy
move,
blow, man.
man. That's not a good move, man. They need to make him earn that. He did.
I was talking to T
You
Dub
c-
about this over the phone last night. I feel like the issue in our current generation is GMs. They didn't make a mistake with Jalen Duren, but guys are afraid to be like, one, they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. In theory, if they make Jalen Duren, because if Jalen Duren plays great next year, just give him a max contract. If Jalen Duren had the season he had next year, while actually looking like a decent player in the playoffs, like bro, I mean he's worth the money. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a bum. But the last time we saw him, in the last 2 weeks we saw Jalen Duren like a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a dude that averaged 20 and 10, and he averaged like 10 and 6
yeah,
against like not even dudes, like not
it's
even
like
guys. Like no disrespect to Wendell Carter Jr. and Jared Allen, but like it wasn't like he was playing Jokic or like Gobert or Wimbayama. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
his
know.
numbers got cut in half, like in the playoffs, and that's when your numbers you're supposed to elevate in the playoffs, and he literally his numbers got cut in half. So yeah, man, GMs they gotta get back to making these guys like actually earn their contract because he played great in the regular season, yes, but I mean what's the season if your ultimate goal is to get to and win the finals? I mean, their season wasn't a failure because Detroit, they're steadily getting better. But let's let Jalen Duren get better as the team gets better. Let's not just throw him this money because I mean, then he doesn't even have anything to work towards. So man, he already get paid. If you give him the 200 million now and he came out putting up 10 and 6 performances and stuff like that, I mean, he's gonna be 200 million and be like, well, I already got the bag, so it's not really that crazy if I do whatever now. But if he come out, he be like, he hungry and his pockets, he want more money in his pockets. He gonna have to prove on the court why he need that money, and it's gonna give him more of a job. Like, hey, I'm gonna help my city and my team win. So that's just my mindset, bro. We just get back to letting these guys like earn their money. Like, don't just give it to him now. I mean, he didn't do anything like at the end when y'all needed him. So to run it back. He come out, he hoop, and then just show us you can be the same caliber player in the playoffs when we need you the most. And like Dane said, bro, we'll give you this 200 million. It's no love lost.
Yeah, I think guys getting their feelings because it's like, oh, I got to wait an extra year to get my bag. But I mean, Bro's trying to qualify offer. He's still gonna probably make like 10 to 12 million. It's not like he's gonna be on homeless. You know what I'm saying? But
It could
that's
always
just
be
my take.
worse.
It's the only team. Hey, Jared Jackson, but because there's only one team outright that can sign him to a max contract is the Bulls. And if you're the Bulls, it's like, bro, like we have nobody. Like no disrespect to the Bulls roster. I mean, I know T Dub's a Bulls guy all of a sudden, but it's just like
No, yeah.
Bulls. You give Joe Durant a max contract, you're still gonna be a bottom feeder next year, bro. Like Josh Giddey, Matthias Buzelis. If they draft, let's say they draft Cam Boozer or some other overrated prospect, and then they sign Jalen Duren, bro, like that does nothing for you. Like Chicago, like that's do not time cap space out of Duren. And then there's Lakers fanboys talking about some they want to trade Austin Reeves and Ayton to the Pistons for Jalen Duren. Why would the Lakers trade Austin Reeves for a guy that's averaged 10 points? That doesn't like I don't understand what are we talking about, bro. And if the Pistons, why would you want DeAndre Ayton? I mean, this guy,
Yeah,
like I'm a little bit higher on DeAndre Ayton than most, but Jalen Duren is a better player than DeAndre Ayton.
for
But
sure, easily.
it's just Jalen Duren. I think if we had to like a video about winners and losers of the playoffs from not actually like a winning standpoint, he might be the biggest loser in his entire postseason, bro. Because it was what happened with Jalen Duren, man. You went from a guy who people talking about, oh, this dude, he's jacked, he's a big, strong dude. He looked real weak when they needed him the most. Several times, bro. It was it
He
was it was sad.
he looked
This
real
man missing layups.
pedestrian.
He wasn't even dunking no more.
He looked real pedestrian in the playoffs, man. Real pedestrian. Also, you mentioned Cam Boozer. Not to go lengthy into this. I don't know if you seen. I sent you a video where they was talking about Sam Presti was on the phone, potentially looking to make a couple draft trades, and they was talking about some like he could be potentially trying to land Cam Boozer. I'm not really sure what that
I
does
mean,
for OKC.
it's a good move for the Thunder, but I just feel like the people that's like, if you the, I mean, I'll say it because we have to. The Wizards, they're not going to draft Cam Boozer, but if you're the Wizards, the Jazz, the Grizzlies, the Bulls, I forgot who's picking fifth, maybe Sacramento, but Cam Boozer doesn't change your franchise. And I know that's crazy because he's the National Player of the Year. He averaged 25 at Duke. That 25 meant nothing when they lost to UConn, but it just, I think Cam Boozer has a very high floor, but on the flip side of having a high floor, he's much closer to his ceiling than the other prospects are, in my opinion. And I feel like if the Thunder drafted Cam Boozer, that's great because Cam Boozer would be like their seventh best player. But if Cam Boozer's gonna be your second best player next year, like you're gonna be drafting in the top three just another season, and probably the season after that. And after that, he's just Cam Boozer isn't a franchise changer in my opinion. And I really hope when this thing blows up, I'm gonna speak to existence. I'm gonna have this video evidence because I think he's very similar to Marvin Bagley, minus the jumping ability. And it's like, what can Marvin Bagley do when he's not jumping out of the sky? He's a backup big man on his 15. And it's just like Cam Boozer, he's just, I don't know, bro. I think Caleb Wilson's going to be that guy. I don't see it with Cam Boozer.
Caleb Wilson is very skilled, bro.
And he
He's
has
very
unlimited potential
skilled.
for real.
Yeah,
He has like a
he's
very high ceiling.
he does, bro. I mean, but it's the skill. It's the skill. Like Cam Boozer. I mean, I'm not saying that Cam Boozer isn't skilled, but he plays. I mean, essentially, he's just gonna be.
He bullies people. He
Yeah,
bullies people.
he's just gonna be an
But
undersized
you're not gonna be a
big.
bull. You're not gonna be a bully people in the NBA, bro. Not
Exactly.
yet.
He's just gonna be an undersized big in the league. Like guys in college, they taller and taller every year. But like, I mean, everybody in the NBA, like at their respective position, I mean, like the average point guard height has went up in the NBA. So I mean, he's just gonna be an undersized big in the league because he doesn't have guard skill. So he can't really like move him down to like the four to, or I mean not the four, but the three, you know. So he's gonna have to play the 4 to 5, and at that point he's just gonna be undersized because you can't really play bully ball in the league against those guys. Like last guy we saw try to play like that was Jordan Bell. Like very similar. He gives me Jordan Bell vibes. Like I feel like that's how he would look in the league.
I don't know because Jordan Bell at Oregon was like he was like a high flyer. He was like above the rim.
Oh yeah, true.
Like Jordan Bell was like dunking everything.
Yeah.
He was Jordan Bell was essentially, which I don't know what this player is, but he was DeAndre Jordan athleticism type rim running game without the defense. So he was DeAndre Jordan minus 3 inches without the defense. I don't know what that is. Obviously, Jordan Bell wasn't in the NBA for that long,
Is he out the
but
league?
I
Yeah, I'm
guess he
about to
didn't
say.
make it. Yeah,
He's out the league. That's what that is. So
but I think Cam Boozer. I don't know, man. I mean, you got to think. I mean, yeah, he's 6'9". I mean, he got good height, and he's like 250. So I'm not saying he's not scrawny by any means,
yeah, he's not
but
small.
it's just like that body and stuff. Like, wait till you play the Pelicans, you play Zion, bro. Like that body not gonna be anything. We gotta go against Zach Edey in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta go against Jalen Duran in Detroit. So I mean, and then the guys you can actually get physical with, they can just jump with you, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
I
you
mean,
get
hey,
a
we'll
shoulder,
see.
put a shoulder in Wimby's shoulder. Like I don't know, bro.
Like, we'll
So
see. We'll see. He could put a shoulder in Wimby, but man, at
and
the
then
end of
just
the
get
day,
blocked
yeah.
because he's legitimate
He's
8 inches
six
taller than
nine.
him.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So
exactly. So
I mean, I don't see the hype for Cam Boozer. I'm not on the Cam Boozer train either. But I mean, I'll just have to see what he does in the league. But it's not
it's
in
very
there.
dependent on it. Just very dependent on where he gets drafted to. Like if Boozer fails to like fifth or sixth, if he could fall to a team where there's no expectations for him off rip, like if he doesn't have to be a franchise saver, he could be a good player. But if he has to be a franchise saver, they're gonna label him a bust, which he's not gonna be a bust. But like, thank God, like there's the bands in this class because like if Cam Boozer went to this Wizards team, it would look very just weird playing beside Anthony Davis and Alexander Sarr. But this draft though, like Debansa, I'm not high on Darren Peterson, but Debansa, Peterson, Caleb Wilson, Boozer, Darius Acuff, like that's a legitimate five, bro. That's a legitimate five for real. So I don't know, but yeah, bro. I think just talking about Jalen Duren, like Jalen Duren, he's lucky he's young because he would have got that Dylan Brooks treatment for real about like learning Chinese. Like that's how far Jalen Duren
Yeah,
fell off in the playoffs,
he
man.
fell off bad.
So
It wasn't. It was just weird though, man. Like I just didn't. The, the only one I semi got it with was Wendell Carter, and the only reason why we got it with Wendell Carter is because like Wendell Carter, underrated defender, man. He's been locking centers up all season, but I just doesn't get talked about a lot because of the team he plays for, the Magic. I mean, but the Magic scoring like their games are always very low scoring, and I mean, yeah, he's part of that defense. But like Wendell Carter, like it's like I could semi get you, struggling against a guy like that. But that's
I mean, Jared Allen's a good defender too. Like I don't want
he
to take
ain't
away
Wendell
from those
Carter.
guys. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but I just feel like unless you're playing against like the very best defenders in the league, I just feel like it's in the way at least today's NBA, good to great offense should still be consistent. At least it shouldn't have fell off that much. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So I mean,
yeah. He
and
shouldn't have looked like a
that's
backup
why
big.
we're not gonna hit in this video, but I just pray to Thunder, man. Like you have 2 games to win one game. Like please win one game. Like hey, Game 6 is whatever. Do not lose back in Game 7, Oklahoma City, bro. Because it's SJ. They're gonna drag you through the mud, and I'm gonna be
They're
on
gonna
here
kill
week
you.
after week. I'm gonna be at the week after week defending you. But damn, like SJ, man, please, bro. Hey,
Also, didn't want to talk about that this video, but yeah, man, like he said, bro, SGA.
please.
I look, man, I'm a fan of SGA. He, man, oh my gosh, bro, he is not gonna live down this free throw merchant. If they lose,
And if they
I
lose
mean,
back to back, they haven't lost
oh
back
my
to back all series. But if they lose back to back, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna
gosh,
be hell,
bro.
man.
Then we're gonna have to listen to people saying Wemby should have been MVP. SGA, man, just lock in for one game, just one game, bro, just one game. Even if you come out Game 6, man, you play kind of flat, put up a little sticker performance, bro. Game 7, y'all got to come out, bro. This is OKC, this is our house. I'm the MVP. It don't matter who on the court, bro. I'm going to get 40. Hell, give him 50.
All right, man. You got anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to plug, man?
You know, man, the normal. Shout out to 910 Voice, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep supporting, y'all keep showing love. Hey, shout out my guy Quan, bro. Hey, I meant to tell you that. I was at my niece's birthday party. Quan said he'd be tapping into the 910 Voice. So shout out my man Quan, man. Other than that, bro, y'all appreciate y'all. Keep supporting, bro. Like I said.
Yeah, man. Shout out Quan Lips, man. That dude, hey, try to get right in the gym, man. Hey, bro went from like just a lean guy to now
Yeah,
Rose
yeah.
Jack for sure. So hey,
Yeah, nah, really.
shout out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, shout out.
Shout out to shout out to the Carvana haters. Not playing. But I
Oh,
was
my-
hey, cut the video, man. Oh man. Yo, that was gonna get crazy, but all right, you know, man. Appreciate you, bro. Till next time, man.